The crowd is assembled looking for a Raptors victory here in Toronto. And we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And, of course, Gordon Hayward. They'll need someone to fill his role.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
George, no good. Left side, Wall. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And again, Washington, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stolen by George. He had stolen by Ingles. Latrey. And he's good on the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A slow start for Washington in this one. Searching for their first points of the game. And here's George for three. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch. And so many of his points have come from within inches of the bucket. I mean, he lives to attack the rim.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Middleton looking it over. George with no one around. Offensive rebound. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Wall. And there's the drive. That one good for 2.
Look, you got to respect Wall's game. He's remarkable at driving inside, even when the D is draped all over.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
So both teams changing it up here. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game right now. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Hayward. Banked in off the glass.
I mean, at 6'8", Hayward has the size needed to score inside, and he uses it to his advantage.
All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, look, he thinks their long-range shooting can make all the difference, not taking anything away from the defense they're going up against. But he did say he'd be surprised if his guys didn't shoot a high percentage from outside. Pretty confident coach, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Now Rozier, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. LeBron is doubled. So the wing on the left. The wide-open look here for Lopez. Hits the three-point bomb.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, that's just the competitive spirit of Westbrook. He's always eager to make a statement at the rim.
Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Raptors out in front. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Pass to Porzingis. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Wizards making a switch here. Now here's Wall. He gives the team some steady on. Oh, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Gotta enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist. His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
All taking his time here. Takes the 13-footer. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Middleton trying to break free.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
All with it. Ingles in the corner. Mr. Porzingis. Over Adebayo. From deep Ingles. Rebounded by the Wizards.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get balls here.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Wizards making a switch here. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Fox, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. From deep, Wall, And it's Fox with the rebound. It's going by heel. Pass to Wall. And here is Turner. Back to Wall. Drop pass to Porzingis.
That's terrific pass work from Wall right there. And that's the kind of thing that puts him in the conversation about the league's best point guards.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
He's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious, I'm just joking, more ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
Hey, yo, right here.
Clock at 6. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Pass to Hayward. Takes the 3. And so Horford will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 4. The 3 from LeBron. And the Raptors can't hang on to the ball.
Boy, they like to redo that pass. I mean, bad way to lose a possession.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Pass to Anunoby. Here he goes. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That ties the game. Fox has got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holiday attacking. And Horford wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Horford's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. A pass to Fox. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good.
And that was a little bit of a...
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Fox. He throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Porzingis.
Superior strength from the little man. Fox accepting the challenge and fighting through the contact well.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this type of game.
Here's Fox. And it's sent back by Turner. James looking around. Cans it from downtown. James has got 10 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his third foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Middleton for 3. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for, but at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he goes to finish.
LeBron with George picks him up. Count that one.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
And the Wizards making a change here. The Raptors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Agility, instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
From deep, George. And again, Washington with the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Pass to Middleton. For the lead, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And again, no good by Toronto. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Wizards. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
It's in what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Hit by Horford. The 3, Bledsoe. And the dunk by Horford.
I mean, when you have a big like Horford setting the screen and rolling to the bucket, there's just nothing that D can do sometimes. Just such a finesse player.
The kick out to Rozier. Pass to Hayward. There's the triple. The Wizards with another miss. Raptors with the lead. The wide open look here for Ingles. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Ingles has got 6.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford. Look, so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Back to Westbrook. Hayward outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards with another miss.
That would have been a big 3 if he drained it. Answering back to the triple at the other end.
Pass to Holiday. Shoots it up. They get the rebound. Ingles with the ball. From past the arc. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. They can't stop the run with that one. Lets the 3 fly. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Raptors shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Washington calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
The Wizards shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Right wing shoots the three, but he recovers it. Outside, Green. The three. Horford, no luck. And here is Fox. Rozier for three. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors leading by 7. And here's Wall outside. Siakam pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature.
Nasty. Fox has that fearless mentality. It's up for the point.
And they double up James. Down low. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Turner. From downtown. Drills the three-pointer. Turner's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Open shot, George. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to them.
LeBron outside. On the wing, Turner. They kick it out to Green. Outside, Wall. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Drains the three-pointer.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job finding space on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Washington now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Guy is a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Working as hard as anybody for that rebound. That's not an easy one to corral.
Fires the three, and the Raptors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
Back to LeBron. On the wing, Turner. 6 to shoot. To stop the drought. Over Fox. And stolen by Siakam. And he drives in. Here's Adebayo. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Adebayo's got the lead up to 3 now for Washington. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Washington.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The kick out to LeBron. Driving the lane. Comes up empty down low. Wizards leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. .109 left in the 4th quarter. Knocked away. It's stolen by Ingles. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Oh, no. Don't tell me. He just didn't do that, did he? A critical point of the game. He makes just about the worst mistake possible.
Outside, Fox. Pass to George. Screen by Siakam. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
The drive by James from deep Ingles. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Now Adebayo. Middleton outside. The wide open look here for Fox. They grabbed their own miss. Good!
Timeout.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 5. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
Middleton outside. And so it's the Wizards with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work.